Dorcas, also known as Tabitha, is one of those remarkable yet often overlooked figures in the Bible who embodies the essence of selfless service and God's amazing love working through ordinary people. Her story is found in the New Testament and is a powerful example of faith, generosity, and the miraculous power of the Lord in the lives of those who devote themselves to doing good. So, who exactly was Dorcas? She was a disciple living in Joppa, a city by the sea, and her life was a testament to her unwavering dedication to helping others. Dorcas was known for her good works and charitable deeds, particularly her care for the poor and needy, especially widows. She wasn't someone seeking fame or recognition. Instead, she used her skills, particularly in sewing, to make garments for those who couldn't afford them. Imagine a woman tirelessly working, day in and day out, crafting clothing with her hands, pouring her love and kindness into every stitch. That was Dorcas, a woman whose heart was so full of compassion that it naturally overflowed into acts of kindness. But what makes her story stand out even more is how God used her life and death to display His amazing power. Dorcas fell ill and died, which was a devastating blow to her community. The widows and those she had helped mourned deeply for her, showing just how much she was loved and valued. They even brought the clothes she had made to Peter when he arrived, a tangible reminder of her generosity and the impact she had on their lives. Here's where the story takes a miraculous turn. Peter was in the nearby town of Lydda when the disciples in Joppa sent for him, urgently asking him to come without delay. They believed that if anyone could do something, it was Peter. When Peter arrived, he was taken to the room where Dorcas's body lay. Surrounded by weeping widows, Peter sent everyone out of the room, knelt down and prayed. Then, turning to the body, he said, "Tabitha, arise." And just like that, Dorcas opened her eyes, sat up, and Peter presented her alive to the astonished community. This wasn't just about bringing a beloved woman back to life. It was a demonstration of God's amazing power and His compassion for those who serve Him faithfully. The news of this miracle spread throughout Joppa, and many people came to believe in the Lord as a result. Now let's dive a little deeper into the significance of Dorcas' story. Why is she important, and what can we learn from her? Dorcas represents the quiet yet incredibly powerful work of serving others. She didn't preach, she didn't lead, but her actions spoke volumes. In a world that often values status and recognition, Dorcas reminds us that God sees and values every act of kindness, no matter how small. Her life teaches us that serving others is one of the highest callings we can pursue, and that it's not about the size of our actions, but the love and faith behind them. How does this relate to us today? Well, in many ways we're called to be like Dorcas. Whether we're making clothes, feeding the hungry, comforting the lonely, or simply offering a listening ear, these acts of kindness are ways we can reflect God's love to the world around us. The story of Dorcas also challenges us to think about how we use the talents and resources God has given us. Are we using them to build others up, to help those in need, to make a difference in our communities? Another key aspect of her story is the faith of the community around her. The people of Joppa didn't just mourn her loss, they acted in faith, believing that God could do the impossible. They sent for Peter, hoping against hope that Dorcas could be restored to them. This is a powerful example of what happens when a community comes together in faith and prayer. It shows us that our faith doesn't just impact our lives, but can have a ripple effect, bringing hope and even miracles to those around us. I